YouTube. That's hilarious.
Burger Lounge they opened. Have you ever been there?
If you people want to know the most successful, the most important, the most avant-garde, the most trailblazing farmers market in the world, in any urban city in the US, this is probably the most popular, most successful one, and probably the one with the most action is the Santa Monica Promenade Farmers Market on Wednesday and Saturday and Sunday. Now if you're a local like I am, it's a lot easier to get here, especially on a Wednesday. I wouldn't encourage it to come on a weekend when all the non-locals come, but Wednesday is usually the best day. It's easier to get to without all the traffic snarls. So follow me. I'm going to give you fans of I guess farmers markets. I've seen a lot of people upload them to YouTube, and if you're at all interested in seeing movie stars slumming it, I highly encourage you. This is probably the only farmers market in Hollywood, I mean in LA, a Hollywood notwithstanding farmers market. You see more movie stars coming here slumming. I've seen Dick Van Dyke, Tracy Ullman, Diane Keaton, what's the name of that guy, Hoffman, the one that overdosed? Philip Seymour Hoffman pushing his baby in a pram. And I miss Kate Winslet. And Matt Damon. I miss Matt Damon. And here we come to the famous 3rd Street Promenade. And that movie theater there, I think it was the Lowe's back in the 30s. That was they held a premiere. Well, actually, they're going to turn it into a Victoria's Secret. So too bad I can't get the marquee that was once there. But in the 1930s, from what I've read, because Shirley Temple grew up here, her father was a bank clerk. They had a movie premiere of for a film by Shirley Temple in the 1930s at this Lowe's Grand. And okay, let's continue. Like I said, here's the 3rd Street Promenade. And like I said before, if you want to come, usually if you want to see movie stars here, they usually come early in the morning because they come from Malibu and they live around here, around all these adjacent streets. And they come early before all the non-locals get here, the gawkers, the people that are mostly coming to see the movie stars. Let me see, who else did I have I seen here? I've seen oh yeah, the guy from the Deer Hunter, the Michael Savage, I think his name is, right? I saw him a couple of years back. And Patty Reagan, I've seen her. She's a local here. And so you're getting a good gander of one of the most successful. But I'm gonna give you a caveat. This stuff that they sell here is extremely inflated prices, and they do that because they can get it what with the upper middle class incomes in this neighborhood. And besides, it makes the wealthy and the rich, it reminds them how once they were on the working class level, and they can kind of slum to here for a couple of minutes and then go back to their ivory towers, if you will. I don't mean to put a wet noodle on this a light kind of a semi fun video, but this is the exact entrance in 1980, what was it, 2003, July. 86-year-old George Weller plowed through this gate here, for what it's worth, and he killed 10 people and injured 63. And the city of Santa Monica ended up having to pay $21 million in penalties for not having this guard right here. And He was 86 years old. They said he didn't even do any jail time. And it was a horrible time. I was actually here about an hour before that happened. So forgive me for that little a little bit of dark history of this area right here. And it caused quite a shadow on this place for a while, but then it got back in the groove, as you can see. And like I said, I've been to a lot of farmers markets, and this is probably the best one. But I hail from New Mexico, and I heard the Santa Fe one is pretty good. Santa Fe, New Mexico one. And over there you do see a lot of movie stars also. Shirley MacLaine. What's the name of that? What's her name? Susan Sarandon. I've seen I know she goes. Lyle Tabbitt, I've seen him, that country western singer. Forgive me if I'm messing up his name. But okay, well, thanks for tagging along for what it's worth. And like I said, this place is easy to get to on a weekday. Like if you're a non-local, it's easy to get here also. And I've been coming here since the early 80s, when this was just a run-down, dilapidated part of Santa Monica. Nothing but derelicts, drug addicts, and homeless people. And sometime in the mid-90s, they turned this into an upper middle class environment. They made it into what they call the 3rd Street Promenade, where people could just lollygag all day and buy expensive stuff, like at Victoria's Secret here. And so I can tell you, it's quite a contrast from what it used to be in the early 80s. It was just literally everything was boarded up, and everything was frozen in time from the 1950s. So today, in this Wednesday, there's not too many street performers. You got this fellow right here. Hello, how are you? And you got all these watering holes, sports bars, and then you got all this corporate stuff that's taken over. Adidas, Old Navy. And then you got that restaurant's been here, that Greek's place. And then this is brand new right here. Lavender, I guess. And I followed, I hate to admit it, but I kind of semi-followed Diane Keaton to Barnes & Noble over there. I went to find out what book she was going to buy. She asked the lady for a certain book, and then if you know anything about, or if you've ever been around a lot of celebrities, they have a sensitivity, like cat whiskers, and they can tell when people are following them. And man, I made her nervous. And I think with high heels, without the high heels, she's got to be about 4'6" at least. Diane Keaton. Okay, and I missed Al Pacino. I missed him by a couple of hours, and I missed Kate Winslet. Okay, so let me end it with this little Indian Hindu type of thing right here. I always like this. I'm shocked that this restaurant's still here. It's like Indonesian. That's new right here. American Apparel. Like I said, every time I come back, the corporate entities completely take over this place. And this place, Monsoon, it's pretty good if you're into vegan Indonesian food. And we're at the end of our little vignette, a little tour. And that's Wilshire Boulevard. And straight looking on over there in those hills there is considered, I guess, the really hoity-toity, high-tony part of Santa Monica right there. Okay, thanks for tagging along. And again, we're at the 3rd Street Promenade, and we're at the corner right now of the 3rd Street and Wilshire Boulevard.